Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. We are done with all the quests to the south of Homestead, so now it's time to move on to the north. But before we venture forth, I want to quickly show you some item upgrades I did after the last episode. We've been getting some higher level item drops for a while now, so all the useful ones I've just been dutifully collecting in what is now the second stash tab that we have unlocked. Spent 50,000 iron bits to get it, and all the blue items and a bunch of useful greens are in here. For example, belts with different resistances. Now if you find a belt with a good resistance roll that at the moment you can't use, it is useful to put things like that in your stash so that later on when you change your gear and you get a gap in particular resists, you can just rummage through your stash, find yourself a belt that will fix those resists and then switch to it. So now we are using this belt, and the reason for that is that I switched to this helmet. It has some retaliation in it, +2 to Warcry, which is a skill that we eventually want to boost, so it's nice to get +2 to it. In addition to that, it has pierce resistance and it has actually a bunch of health on it. So this seemed like a useful upgrade, and it has more armor than our old armor helmet had. In addition, we leveled into, well, actually leveled beyond this one. This one required level 37. It has a bunch of health. 8% to your health is quite a bit. And the assortment of resistances that's on here is pretty useful, and well, the lightning retaliation on here is just very, very nice. But these items did replace items that used to have other resists, so I had to fix those gaps. And now we are good again. So that is useful. Keep some items in your stash that will allow you to switch into new items you find with better stats without losing your resistances. So there's gonna be a lot more things that do vitality damage to us, which is gonna be annoying, since we don't really resist it all that well yet. As well as chaos damage, which is also something we don't really resist. But on the flip side, the fire damage that they deal, we resist pretty well, and our resistance, as before, it's still very, very nice. So I'm just gonna follow the road for now. Have a chat with our friends at the retreat of Kymon's Chosen. Gonna heed the Prophet's call.
That skill's not ready.
And if memory serves me correctly, there's gonna be a devotion shrine in the middle of the bloody fields over here. And that's gonna get us to our damage retaliation, or rather damage reflection aura from a Targo the Builder.
I can't do that yet.
So we start off, now we used to have about 6800 health, we now have nearly 7500, so we gain 10% more health than before. So we are even tankier.
That skill's not
ready. We gained a little bit of damage reflection. In terms of offense, we haven't really gained a lot. I mean, this weapon is still really, really nice. It's a bit low but on terms of damage, but the life leech is pretty nice. And I'm hoping for maybe an upgraded version of that. Or just something that's gonna be better altogether, but still have a decent chunk of life leech on it. One of the downsides of the axe that we have is that it converts part of the damage to vitality damage, which is, well, not really a native element to the soldier. And as such, we don't really have a lot of bonuses to it. So
I can't do that
having a weapon that doesn't convert our damage to vitality should boost our damage as well. Following the road, and there is Sorrow's Bastion waypoint. So Kymon's Chosen is going to be on this side of the riverbank. Our mortal enemies now, the necromancers, are going to be on the other side, but This playthrough we are choosing for the meleers rather than the casters, because they will
May
give
the
us
light
better
of
stuff.
Empyrean guide your path.
So what must I do? I will gather the seals. I need Chthonic seals of binding.
Come see what's left of my wares.
So we have a basic level of friendliness with these guys. Got some fire potions, but it's about what we can get here. Haunted steel, black tallow, blessed whetstones. This is almost entirely the reason why I went for these guys. We need a blessed whetstone. Simple as that. We need to make one of these, and then we can make our guile relic. Yeah, it was blessed whetstone. On top of that, these guys, they have some pretty heavy armor. There's some retaliation damage on here, which is pretty nice. Let's see this one as well. +1 to Menhir's Bulwark, retaliation damage. So thematically, they are very appropriate for us. But we still need to get a bit more friendly with them. So
Come see what's left of my
we
wares.
will be joining them. Let's see, buy the scrap, because you never ever have enough scrap.
See you around.
Wait, was that a extra shield damage blocked? That's pretty cool.
See you around.
But well, we need to kill more things, which lines up very nicely with the reason why we are here, because we are here to kill cultists. And that cultists drop ribbons or seals, and that makes everybody happy, except for the dead cultists. But I think they secretly have a death wish anyway. No, sacrificing themselves in the service of Kymon. So even for them, it's actually a win, even though it might not appear that way.
Do that yet.
So situations like these where we have allies that are wandering around, of course they are gonna draw some fire to them. But Warcry nicely focuses the aggro back on us, so enemies will attack us and kill themselves rather than attacking our allies who don't have that luxury. These are our non-buddies of the Order of Death's Vigil. Normally, I do like these guys. Do have a bit of an affinity for necromancers and pet builds and all that good stuff. But in this case, they simply were not the right choice.
I can't do that yet.
So I'm gonna grab the Bloodgrove waypoint here. Well, this episode at least, that's gonna be one of the goals. One of the other
That
goals, of
skill's
course, is
not
gonna be
ready.
to pick this thing up. One of our goals is gonna be to find the devotion shrine here and well, clear as many of the quests that we have.
That skill's not ready.
But you are not dead, that's unfortunate. So if you're a caster, this is always a very nice area to find loot. Because of course, there's a lot of hostile casters here, and therefore they drop
do that
caster
yet.
gear. So for us, in terms of loot, this is going to be slightly less good. On the other hand, if there's nothing useful, then it's everything we can sell and make good money off of. Hello there, Mentors. How are you today?
I can't do that yet.
And something's up here. Oh, it's one of the corpses with an insignia. We need 4 more. Kymon chosen, so they are my buddies. And another one. Corpse on the floor. grabbing the insignia, so at least we have it. It's easy to forget that kind of stuff otherwise.
Can't do that yet.
Though big marker on the minimap does help you to not forget it. Green scepters. Unfortunately, we are still not a caster. Nor will we ever actually be a caster. I wonder if you do a damage retaliation caster, that could be interesting as well. So just load yourself up with retaliation to deal with stuff trying to murder you. But rather than hitting them back, you're just standing there casting things. So prisoners cry for help. We can help them.
I can't do that yet.
So for example, if you're gonna go warden and you grab the devouring swarm, that's it's an offensive spell. It leeches life. Also, I'm going the wrong way because there's a prison thing up there, but
I can't do that yet.
gotta click everything. Really bad at focusing on things sometimes. Attention span of a squirrel.
That skill's not ready.
No, but if you go for something like a devouring swarm, maybe add a totem to the mix, then you can drop all your melee related skills and instead focus on the spellcasting aspect. Could be interesting as well. Okay. Some more insignias. We need one more, which we already spotted, and there is the devotion shrine. So going down here and then up again is definitely the way to go. Okay. Up here to the right. Devotion shrine goes first. It's ruined, so we need a seal of binding and consecrated wrappings. That's okay.
That skill's not ready.
Consecrated wrappings to drop here. So if you don't have one by now, you just kill more cultists. In my case, I think I do have something in the stash, so let's port back to Homestead and grab it, because we really want to complete, or at least get the activated ability of Targo, because it's gonna be fun with all the damage reflection. Hello there,
I am
Captain
told that Lysandra and a couple others have returned safely from captivity, all thanks to you. I
Yes,
could
I
not
saved
have,
them.
when the Legion was forced to abandon the capital, we made for.
And we're gonna kill Karos, the Sigil of Canton.
Safe storage. No
Kill bad guy.
bath.
Save the world. It's often how it goes. Black Legion insignia, just squad items, Narnach seal of binding, that's gonna be craftable. We needed one of these. Don't think I need all of them, just one, that's gonna be enough, thank you. And just put it out of the way. While we are here, might as well empty our pockets. So, let's see. Caster sword, iron cleaver, it's caster stuff. It's all just caster daggers, so it's really nice and easy to sell these things. A resistant skull fetish, which is an amulet with a pretty sweet set of resists on here, which are rivaling what we currently have.
Iron well
I think
spent.
that is yet another one of those
Got
cases
something
where
to
it's
use for
useful to put some things into your stash, so that later
I'll
on
keep an eye on
you
this.
can grab it if you need it. Because keeping your resist as high as possible is definitely a useful thing in this game. So having a varied set of gear definitely helps there. Hey, you were just waiting for me. And okay, so we spent our only seal on that, and we got a set item, Apothecary's Touch, which boosts resistances and health regen, and also grants a active heal. Interesting level 40 set item, but for now not relevant. But what is relevant is the devotion point we got, and we're gonna grab Shield Wall, and we're gonna add it to Cadence. So 25% chance on attack to trigger it. It has 8-second recharge, so it's gonna be up quite often. It increases our armor, shield damage blocked, and more importantly, the damage reflected. So I'm gonna see if we focus on attacking meleeers while there are spellcasters around. Yeah, you're gonna be my test subject, so I'm gonna attack the guys in the middle here. Okay, we have our ability up. Let's look at the reflection now. It's actually noticeable on some of these ranged guys. The further we level the ability, the more the reflection is gonna be. So it's gonna be a win-win. So this is a different way to just increase the damage output we have by just countering our opponents. Let's see, final corpse with final insignia. And of course the reflection, it works both on melee attacks, ranged attacks, as well as cast spells. So the interesting bit is that we don't have any reason to go through the portals just yet. Not until we get the quest from the rovers. Or do we have enough? No, once we get to Honored, we will get access to a new quest which sends us through to eventually speak with the avatar of Mokdrogan. But in order to do that, we need to kill a lot of undead. And since I'm not really desperately hunting for more ectoplasm and things like that, it might take us a while to kill the requisite number of undead. And another. I think we have enough of these insignias now. So let's portal back to, I think it was Soros Bastion. Scoutmaster Lysel was the one. Oh no, that's not it. That was actually in town, so yeah. We can just hand it in here. And then we go back out there. You. Here are your insignias. We get some money, we get some reputation. So the Black Legion, they're still only friendly. Still don't get access to their faction table.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Two-handed weapon, we don't use it. Caster stuff, caster stuff. Low level, caster book, Reckless Guardian. I do like the Guardians. There's the Reckless Guardian, and there's another Guardian as well. So this is the aggressive, the other one is the defensive one. And they're pretty nice, just temporary minions that will be with you for a while. Chaos resistance. But for the rest it's all caster mods, so we're gonna pass on that.
Got something you need stashed?
And we put this in the bit. One of the items we picked up was the. So I'm trying to put my set items in with the crafting mods, since there's not a lot. And those are the things you generally do want to be able to find back, while just random blues go in the random item bin. And now push forward. So I need to kill lots of cultists, just random cultists, any cultists, doesn't matter. As long as they bleed blood. And drop seals, which is the most important bit there. Multiple triggered abilities are active. Hello there, Lucius. How are you doing today? Okay, he's pinned down to a rock, which is good. So I've been ignoring all these casters in the back.
That skill's not ready.
Let's see if they just keel over from all the damage reflection that's gonna go on, or if we do have to go back still in order to deal with them. Oh. Well, some of them are halfway dead, that's pretty decent. But still, we need to do a bit more damage, or reflect a bit more, in order to truly deal with them. There was a optional side quest over there, which we need to walk around quite a bit to get to. Oh no, we can also head over to the right hand side here, yes. Yeah, Grim Dawn, so many side quests. Eventually, get them. You'll get them, you just have to do a full clear of the map. That's all. Ah, I do like Blitz to
That
just go
skill's not
after mobs, especially as a movement skill. But just running across half of the map in order to get to someone is good enough. And this is the side quest I was going for. Hello, everybody. Stay away here, or she might possess you too. What's going on? She's one of them taken, possessed by an ethereal to blend in with us normal people. I caught her trying to bewitch a wolf to do her bidding. She needs to burn. That ought to take care of that foul spirit. I see. It's a mob. Taken's gonna burn real good. So what's going on here? This is a huge misunderstanding. Just talk to Nathaniel. There's a reasonable way out of this. I'll see what I can do. So, you're Nathaniel. Hello. Stay back. We got ourselves a Taken to burn. What's going on here? We caught this Taken trying to cast some ethereal magic. Was probably planning on corrupting the whole area with a wicked ether fire. So we tied her up and figured we'd give her a little fire of her own. Only sure way to be rid of this taint. Burn the Taken? No. Well, we are Kymon's chosen, right? We are a bunch of fanatics. I will speak to the Taken first. Let's do diplomacy. Here to gloat over Nathaniel's prize. Want to look me in the eyes before you light the torch? I suppose it's a waste of breath to tell I'm not a Taken. We're not done here. Oh, need to make a choice. So, what are you then? These farmers wouldn't know a Taken if it walked in on them fornicating with a goat. Look, I may have dabbled in the arcane here and there, maybe cursed a few mongrels for getting too touchy, but I'm not some ethereal's puppet. So why do they think you're a Taken? These peasants see ether fire and immediately think it must be an ethereal's doing. The arcanists have been wielding the ether for centuries, but nowadays you might as well tie your own noose if you're a practitioner of the arts. So how do I know you are telling the truth? Yeah, she gives me the look. Perhaps you, of all people, should know better than to accuse people of being Taken. Yeah, I kind of am Taken, partially, used to be, so... let's see if we can talk our way out of this. I don't think I've ever been able to talk my way out of this. Well, what are you waiting for? That Taken needs to burn. Leave this woman alone. You're threatening me? Are you on the Taken side, are you? Step away from her. I see it now. She's bewitched you with her powers. You're as good as a Taken. Boys, looks like we got ourselves another one. Wait, what? Die. So it's kind of funny that the add-ons just killed themselves. This guy is 5 levels above us. But he is dead now though. Hello, lady. Hate to admit it, but for a while I thought it was as good as dead. Thank you for my freedom. You stared at me as if you knew everything about me. That's a little trick I picked up. You should work on that, blocking your thoughts. Not all mind readers are as benevolent as I am. Nevertheless, you are not Taken either, though the after effects on your mind are astonishing. It's as if the ethereal was rearranging your brain. Rearranging how? Hard to say. Perhaps you should ask the one that did this to you. How did Nathaniel get the best of you? Must have seen me walking the cauldron, saw some evil glow, jumped to their own crazy conclusions. You know, they were on me before I could cast a single spell. I may have access to power beyond most men, but I'm no ethereal. Here, take this. It's a paltry gift, but at least I could offer my savor. Goodbye. So we get ourselves a witch's effigy. Not quite what we're going for, but hey, side quests are side quests. And we gotta complete them all. Well, at least a lot of them, not all. And there is another seal. I think we have enough to go back to our Kymon's buddies. So let's make our way to the waypoint, which does have a nice ring to it. Making our way to the waypoint. Pointing our way to the waypoint. Yeah, there is a passage through here. And then we're gonna have a chat with our newfound buddies, and they're gonna give us a quest of what next to do.
I can't
And
do
I think
that yet.
it kind of aligns with the main quest line for now. No, kill demons, summoners, people like that on the way forward. So we are currently level 38, closing in on 39 at a pretty rapid clip, I have to say. I think most of the time, yeah,
That skill's not
around
ready.
level 40 seems okay for this area. And given the fact that most of the mobs here are just yellow level 38, some even green level 37s, means that we are in the correct level range here. We're not here too early, we're definitely not here too late. And probably next episode we'll be
That skill's not
spending
ready.
more time in this area, because there's a couple of more quests that we have to do here, but in addition to that there's also a couple of optional side areas that are definitely fun to play through. You could almost say that the things like lumber for the Legion as a official side quest is one of the least fun ones. Okay, so they're actually doing some
That
damage now.
skill's not ready.
But then again, you are Bolvar, the Bloodbinder. And
That skill's
well, he
not
does
ready.
vitality damage, which we don't really resist all that well. So Overguard is definitely useful. And this is just another slow slog through.
That
The fact that
skill's
we
not
do
ready.
have our retaliation up doesn't seem to help all that much.
That skill's not ready.
Trying to hold off on using potions. So far seems to work pretty well. We have enough regenerative abilities
do that
and Overguard to make it work, but yeah. Definitely an interesting challenge to do this
That
without
skill's not
drinking
ready.
flasks. But it's a way to just test how good your tank is. Okay, now I drink a flask. That I jumped below 3000 health, which some builds actually only have 3000 health
That
at this
skill's
point.
not ready.
We have 7500, so we definitely have some wiggle room here. But this man, he's just sturdy as heck.
I can't do that yet.
And whenever we trigger Overguard, our regen just goes through the
Can't
roof.
do that yet.
And we just start regenerating, no matter what they're throwing at us, really. Okay, and that was the boss. Oh, a green battle axe. Is that a one-hander? Yes, it is. Let's see, if we compare it without our socketed hollow fang, we lose a little bit of damage, convert some to elemental damage, which I don't think we really boost all that well, to be honest. We do have a little bit of a bonus to vitality from, mainly from this one. For the rest, we don't really boost stuff all that well. It's mostly the physical damage that we're boosting, and even there, we're not really focusing on it, so we don't really gain a lot of bonuses. But replicating missile, 10% chance on attack. pretty cool. With fragments and all that stuff. This could be a fun one to just play around with for a little bit. From here to the waypoint, we're gonna use the new axe. It's gonna be less lifesteal, but there's gonna be missiles all around. Of course, that is a different form of DPS that's not listed. 2 bombs. The trigger chance 10%. On average, 1 in every 10 is gonna get us a missile. And we just defeated a boss, so we're gonna be in a bit of a easier set of monsters for a while now. So we're not attacking really crazy fast, so it's not like we're doing a gazillion attacks per second. So it's not like the missiles are flying around all the time now. Chosen, those are buddies, so that means there's gonna be Order of Death Vigil over here. Do some shouting, so they attack me. And our bubble is up, tortoise bubble, and we did see a waypoint.
That skill's not ready.
And I keep getting distracted by other mobs. So I don't think it really does all that much. So let's just switch back to what we had. Oh, before I forget. And over here we have a waypoint. If we are here anyway, there's a secret path underneath this bridge. Let's quickly have a look there, because there's a vendor out there. Nope. If you don't know that there's something there, you will miss it. But it is kind of interesting to have a look what we can get. And then we're gonna portal back and hand in our quest. So we are nearing in the end here. Just a little bit of a bonus.
I can't do that yet.
Also, I think I overlooked you. Please, kindly, explode. Hunger or Harbinger. Ooh, soul shard. Don't find a lot of those very often. So here you can go into the water, and then you can go through this pipe, walk around to Shopping Island. I don't think there's really gonna be any mobs around here, but
See anything you
there
like?
is a vendor here that we can sell stuff to, and you can shop for interesting things. Skeleton key blueprints you can buy here, pretty useful, and some rare crafting materials, or at least some less common ones. But I think the amulets here are probably the reason why you would go here. Just an extra chance to shop for green amulets. And some specific weapons. These spectral swords, some certain crafting recipes require them. I think it might also apply to these troll clubs. There's a couple of crafting recipes that require specific items. You might be able to get them.
See
But
you around.
nothing here. Just wanted to show this one in case you didn't know it. Because the game is chock full of little surprises like that. And now we're gonna go back to Sorrow's Bastion. And give a seal to our new buddies. See if that's enough to get us bumped to the next friendliness status, or if we need to do more busy work for them. Are these the seals you seek? Good, good, good. 250 reputation. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be it. Good. Without these, the cult rituals will suffer, and their foul implements will burn in righteous fire. You have proven yourself, initiate. Are you prepared to fight in Kymon's name? What do you want? What must be done? I will slay him. Bolvar the Bloodbinder. We just killed him. That was the pretty tanky guy. So he's now dead. I really like that they just check off the things you've killed, whatever you have done, so that if you complete a quest before you get the quest, you can just check it off and move onwards. And more reputation. So, Father Kymon will be pleased to learn of his demise. You are ever eager to act out his will. That's good. You will need it for what lies ahead. What must be done? Next up, Ravok. Master Ravok. That sounds like a necromancer.
My wares.
So we are about 2,500 points removed from the status that we want or need to get a blueprint, but we need to kill Catonians and the Order of Death's Vigil, which we'll be doing in spades here, so we should be good. We don't get access to the bounty table until we complete all the required quests, so the only way to get the reputation is by killing lots of cultists, but we don't actually get quests for it, so that's just going to be a little bit of grinding. Or we just push forward, complete the quest, and then later on go back. But no, these things are level 35, so ideally the earlier you get access to the second tier of the vendor, the earlier you can actually benefit from these items. Just looking at what's this? Fire retaliation, chaos resist, fire resist. Not bad either. This one's a lightning barrage on attack. Is there actually a decent weapon here? Slightly more damage than what we currently have, and a lightning bolt on attack. Everything else is just caster stuff. But all in all, pretty good. But for now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time when we continue to clear the Blood Grove. Bye bye.